What happens to the doctor when a patient dies after performing the operation? One night, when I was in my early teens, my dad arrived home unusually late. I can't recall why I was still awake, as my usual routine involved being in my room by 8 at night and drifting off to sleep shortly after that. Usually, regardless of the hour, my dad greeted anyone he encountered upon returning home with a warm hug and a distinctive sniff. However, on this particular night, he walked past me without a word, headed to his den, and set down his briefcase. After a moment, he turned back to the kitchen, where I heard the sound of a long pour and a few footsteps, and then the realization struck me that I needed to vacate his favorite den chair. Concerned, I asked, "What's wrong, Dad?" His response was heavy with a mix of exhaustion and emotion. "I couldn't stop the bleeding, and a person died tonight." It was the 80s, and liver transplants were complex and challenging surgeries. "Why?" I asked, seeking an understanding. "You need to go to bed," he insisted. "I love you." And with his first look into my eyes, I knew to leave immediately. In the following days, I tried to get an answer to my question, and he told me to let him worry and focus on my own life. Although he never openly discussed it, I could sense his suffering. Nevertheless, he continued performing transplants for over 20 years. That's what the surgeons do, always preparing for the next case.